Okay, what's up, guys? Of course, I'm back with Rexy, and we're watching another reaction video. This one's top 10 worst school punishments ever. And I'm joined with my best buddy, Frank here.
Yay, otherwise known as Rage Gaming.
And Skittles Rose Skittles.
Dictionary, an institution for educating children. But what happens when the process is interrupted? Say by a obnoxious or misbehaving student. Usually, the teacher will either take the child to the side or determine a proper punishment at the end of class. The punishments are usually pretty innocent. Detention, staying after class, or possibly even expulsion, depending on the severity of the act. Recently, however, schools and parents have been going overboard with punishments, to the point of causing physical and mental harm to students. These unusual and sometimes cruel punishments are going to be the topic of today's video. So let's get right into our top 10 worst school punishments ever. Our number 10 spot goes to kneeling on peas. As weird and unusual as the form of punishment sounds, it is no laughing matter, especially after you see the kind of damage it actually can do. This form of punishment became known after a picture of a young Asian girl who's been forced to kneel on frozen peas for an extended amount of time went viral. Of course, this isn't the only case of kneeling punishments. The Cusson family in Florida forced their grandson to kneel for 9 hours straight for 10 days in a row. Number 9. Strip searching. Back in 2003, 13-year-old Savannah Redding, who was attending Stanford, Arizona school, was forced into a strip search by her principal for allegedly having prescription-strength ibuprofen. The principal was acting on a tip from another student and proceeded to have the young girl's possessions, locker, and person searched without the consent of her parents. Number 8. Public humiliation. Public humiliation has become a staple punishment for parents and schools alike. With varying degrees of success and cruelty, many videos capturing these punishments have gone viral. Some say public humiliation does more harm than good, but others stand for it as a proper form of non-violent punishments. Take the case with the 2 Westwood High School students in Mesa, Arizona, who were forced to hold hands in the school courtyard for 15 minutes after they'd been caught fighting. The punishment turned nasty when students began to surround them and point and laugh, even going as far as calling them names and making lewd comments about their sexuality. Number 7. The Cone of Shame. Our next bizarre punishment is inspired by the Disney movie Up. Lori Bailey Cupton was a Florida-based teacher who, after watching a Disney movie Up with her freshman class, thought it was a good idea to bring her own cone of shame. Students were forced to wear the cone whenever they misbehaved in class. The cone originally was supposed to be a joke, but that all changed when students began posting pictures and fellow classmates wearing the cone in social media. The school board soon found out and put Bailey Cupton on unpaid suspension. Number 6. Paddling. As you may or may not know, corporal punishment like paddling has been around for many years now. Even today, there are states with corporal punishment in schools is still 100% legal. For example, take the case of the high school senior Taylor Santos. Santos was a high-achieving student and athlete at Springtown High School near Fort Worth, Texas, who was accused of cheating on her homework and was then given the choice between 2 days suspension or a paddling. Santos didn't want to miss a day of school, so she chose the paddling, which left the young girl with bruises and red marks. Number 5. Eating off the floor. The next form of punishment goes beyond reason and is just plain cruel. Back in 2009, Charles Sumner Elementary School was sued by parents of some of their students when they found out their children were forced to eat their lunches off the floor as a punishment. The lawsuit became even more controversial when it was later revealed that all the students who were punished were only Hispanic descent. The number 4 spot goes to a punishment dealt out at a school in Longview, Washington. In the school in question, Valley Elementary, came under fire after parents found out they'd been using padded isolation chambers to separate children with behavior issues from other students. One father was especially irate when he found out they put his 5-year-old son in a chamber and proceeded to forget about him over an hour. Number 3. Withholding food. A school in Michigan made headlines back in 2012 when they sent a letter home telling parents they would be withholding lunch from 6th through 8th graders due to the recent food fights during lunch. What made matters worse was the school Bethune Elementary is a part of a statewide school district that has a large number of underprivileged students who regularly depend on free lunch given out. Our number 2 spot is taken by a teacher who took the next punishment a little too far when dealing with their classroom bully. Aiden Neely was an accused class bully in the elementary school San Antonio, Texas. When Aiden refused to change his ways, his teacher took it upon himself to teach him a lesson. In order to do this, the teacher decided to force each student in the classroom to hit Aiden as hard as they could. Some students did not want to, but felt afraid of the repercussions if they didn't participate. Number 1, therapy bag. By the sound of it, therapy bag doesn't seem like it could be too bad of a punishment. In reality, it's actually quite disturbing. The therapy bag refers to a small duffel bag that a Kentucky school teacher used to stuff a 9-year-old autistic boy into as a punishment. 3rd grade Christopher Barker was forced into a therapy bag simply for not doing his homework and wasn't released until his mother arrived to pick him up. When the mother found out, she was enraged and had the teacher involved fired. Well, there you have it, our top 10 school punishments ever. The subject matter...
So, freaking schools. Why would they do this? And so I want to give a shout out to Spacebound and Frank, which is Rage Games. You should subscribe to him. Is that right? Sorry, it's just if this happens to be the first video seen by me, remember to subscribe, spam that like button, comment down below, and until next time, bye.